Hey everybody, I'm Thriftymaddy and I am on Instagram, whatnot, Poshmark, eBay, all the things, and I resell clothing and shoes full time. So I just wanted to hop on here and share with you guys about how to create your first live on whatnot and my little tips about that, and yeah, just a little walkthrough of me making a test show and stepping through and giving little details as we go. So I personally had not seen anyone do a screen share video for this, so I had to figure it out all on my own. It's not complicated, but sometimes when you're unsure about things, it gives you more excuses for procrastinating and not just scheduling that show. So if you are now approved on whatnot and you're able to schedule live shows and you are scared to do a live show, please do not be scared. Everyone, at least right now on there's so many people on there that are new to lives, and it really only takes, in my opinion, 1 or 2 lives to really get the hang of it when it comes to physically using the app and all of that. So please don't be worried. I know everyone's kind of concerned about people picking on them or saying things, mean or whatever, but what's kind of nice about whatnot is people are really trying to make it be a healthy environment, and even so that they have a feature on there to create a moderator of your show, so you can make other users a moderator and they can actually kick people off of the live if they are being rude or just causing trouble or mean or whatever. So that's kind of nice. You can create somebody a moderator even in the moment on the show. You can click their name and hold it down and make them a moderator, and they can handle that for you. So thankfully, I haven't had any issues with that. My lives, I would assume if I get past 50 people or so in there at a time, then they might get a little crazier. But for now, I can keep track of all the people on there, and everyone's been very friendly. So I haven't really dealt with that at all. So I'm going to get started on showing you guys first on the desktop computer how to run the live. I was trying to figure out how to do a test on the phone, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that footage, but it just wasn't really working. So yeah. And also in this video, I'm using the computer to run a test live, and the video probably lags. So the audio that I've recorded for it may or may not match up with the video. We'll have to see. But anyway, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'm going to be making more videos on this, so please subscribe so that you can get all the updates. And yeah, let's get started. All right, hello there. I am going to show you guys how I create a live stream. So first you want to go to this little person icon right here, hit my live streams, and it'll come to this page right here. Then you will click create stream. Here you can put your title like athleisure show or Lululemon, free people, whatever you're going to have. Normally I put like a little bit of a thing like boho or bins finds, like if you go to the Goodwill bins and you're selling things from the bins, or everything I've thrifted this week, something like that. You can look at what other people are putting, but we'll just put test for now. And then in the show description, you can describe it in more detail. Like I have shop everything I thrifted. In the show description, it's like mixed brands, sizes, that sort of thing. I'll write more things there so people know what they're getting into. Then you can schedule it, and I actually suggest scheduling it out. If you have not done a show yet, scheduling out at least 1 week for the very first show. Your more like curated show. So we'll just fake that on the 14th. I'm going to make a show, and it is going to be at 12 o'clock. You can actually look at the times on the app of when everyone else is doing shows, and you can either decide that you want to do a show when everyone else is doing one, or find a time where there's not as many people on. So 12 p.m. and they have a wide range of all the different things you can choose from. So I actually sell in the clothing category. I know everyone sells in different categories, but vintage and thrift clothing subcategory, I almost always click this one because that is what I sell mostly of. So here you can add tags onto the live stream, and normally what I would add would be, these are the quick ones right here, but usually I just go ahead and click women's, and then I see all tags, and there's all these different options, which is kind of nice if you sell a bunch of Disney stuff, or it's all hoodies, whatever. Sometimes people have more curated and specialized shows. Normally, I actually just do women's, thrifted, and then I go to the mixed sizes because that's usually what I have. Moderators. So you can actually make a moderator ahead of time. You do not need them, but they are helpful if you have a lot of people in your chat, because they can help with facilitating if someone needs to be kicked off of the chat, if they're trolling, or if you're just not able to see people's requests for items. If you have someone as a moderator that's usually a regular in your live, somebody that's trusted, they can kind of help you keep track of which items are next. And people just volunteer to do that. And you can actually just make somebody that, from what I've heard, by just clicking on their name while the live is happening, and then select make a moderator. So there's that. Upload a video. So this is kind of why I like doing this on the app more than on the computer, but you can just take a video in the moment on the app, which is awesome. So upload a video, or you can actually upload a photo too using the app. I don't know if you can add a photo here. Explicit content. So they do allow language on the app, but you do need to click the on button if you are going to be cursing. And I haven't tried this feature, but apparently you can mute the words. So schedule. All right. So here we go. I have a test right here, and I am actually going to show you while we're here, just as a little extra fun fact. See this clone items from past streams? You can actually click that button and select items from past streams that you would like to add. So if you have items that were not sold, you can add it there. But yeah, enable test mode. Refresh your live stream if you have it open. Okay, I'm going to open the stream. This is a test mode. So I have not added any items yet. And you can see that right here. Now, I suggest adding the items via the, in the beginning, via the phone app. I feel like it's much, much faster, at least for me, because then I can take the pictures without having to move images over to the, oh my gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. You don't have to move images from your phone to the computer. You can just upload them right away. So that's what I would suggest to do. Auction. So these are the items people are obviously bidding on. So you can actually do a quick ad. I hope I didn't do that too fast, but hopefully you saw. So quick ad is very easy in the moment when you're adding items on the fly, where you're not including pictures. So category, this is why I like using the phone for this, because the category is usually already selected and the subcategory is usually already selected when you are making your items, but on the computer it is not that way. So I'm going to do t-shirt, although normally I would want to do a number system like 1 and then go from there. You can actually make multiple. So if you know you're going to have, I know a lot of people do this. I like to add every single detail on every single listing, but some people do this because they feel like they have a ton of graphic t-shirts. If you can keep track of this, that's the key. You don't want to lose people's items and not remember which item you sold them. So make sure you have a system for keeping track of which shirt it is, whether that is putting it in a poly mailer right away with a number on it. I know some people do that. Or leaving it on a hanger that's numbered. So there's also that. All right, description. More about the product. So normally you would want to do what the chest and the length are if it's a t-shirt. So 23 chest by 30 length. You can do as much or as little detail as you want. I just find that everyone does that. So that's what I've been doing. Quantity, let's go with 20. And then you would want to go to the shipping profile, and you want to make absolutely sure that you do not go under the shipping, because some people will get charged. I find that if you're wanting to be safe and you're trying to save money, you could click the 12 to 15 ounces, although 8 to 11 sometimes is enough. Some of those heavier, extra large shirts that are 100% cotton would be there. So you can hit confirm. Now, as you can see on the left-hand side, we have all of these. Now, on the computer, this is faster. If this is how you're doing it, it would be faster to do this on the computer, just like this, in my opinion. Might be the same, but there you go. All right, so here we have, let's see, in test mode. I've actually never used this device for this. But test mode, there we go. My computer picture is terrible. So yeah, definitely use your phone. Hi. So basically what you'd want to do here is you would want to just play some music, put some music on. As people roll into your show, you want to greet them. You want to be, you want to just talk to people, be sociable, be kind, because you don't know if some of these people also sell too and might badmouth you. Not that anyone would do that. Everybody's really sweet, but I know sometimes when it's anywhere you go, there's always those people. So just try to be nice and be a good, fellow reseller. So, all right, now we are going to go to this 3 dots right here. So first you want to pin the item. So what this does is this shows them the shirt you're looking at is T number 1, which sometimes you might have like extra large Yogi the Bear vintage shirt, whatever you want to put, which I suggest doing so you don't lose track of your items. But you do this, this item is pinned, so now they know what item it is, and then you hit the 3 dots again. This is as you're using your computer as the remote. This is just how I do it. And then you can do start auction. And before you start the auction, it actually gives you an option of what you want to start it for. So a lot of people start for like shirts like $2 or $3. I sell a lot of women's dresses and free people and stuff, so I start mine at like 10 sometimes or 12. So let's do $12. So there is a sudden death option. This means when you're down to 1 second, the last person wins the bid. So basically, you kind of don't really want to do this unless you're advertising that you're doing this, because people will just keep bidding and you could be losing out on money. So I leave that off. So start auction, as you can see, it goes down, and as you're in the app, the comments will be right here. And you can see, usually I try to look at my phone and make sure while this is happening, I'll show the item. So I'll go, okay, I've got, these are leggings, but let me see if I can find a shirt. Here's a sweater. So I would be showing them details while the auction's going on. I would be like showing them the item. I would be showing them the tag. Sorry, my camera thing. Showing them the tag, any details. Also, showing them any flaws. And try not to pick up things that have a lot of flaws, but yeah. So anyway, my phone is probably not going to be, or my phone audio that I'm making for this is probably not going to be that connected, so sorry if it seems weird. So basically, when the item sells, it'll say, like, such and so won right here, and then it'll tell you that the payment was successful. Sometimes the payment is not successful because people have been purchasing multiple items, so you kind of want to look in there and go, okay, if it doesn't get approved or its payment was unsuccessful, just be kind about it, because a lot of times it's just not their fault at all. So what I usually do is say, hey, I just noticed that your payment didn't go through. Could you look on your app and see if you're being prompted to do anything for it to go through? If for some reason you're not able to figure it out, please just message me. And then I can always put this in the buy it now for you later, or I'll rerun it, like, update it, that sort of thing. So basically I would then, if this sells, it will actually disappear from the list. And then you will click your next item. There is an option on the phone to go to auction next item, but it always picks the wrong one for me. I don't know why. So then you can do the same thing here. Pin item. You can actually edit the item too. So, and before you could actually, if someone, like once you get to your next item, T number 2, you could go ahead and fill that out real fast and then confirm. So say I know this is kind of long, but I just thought this would be helpful, so bear with me. But say I'm a shirt person or someone who is, I say a shirt person, but you know who I'm talking about. So say I'm somebody who's doing a haul video or something like that, I could go ahead and make sure everything is the same shipping profile, by the way, too, so make sure you don't mess up that. But I could be showing shirts, and if someone says, hey, do you have an extra large Harley shirt or something like that, then I can actually go find the shirt, and then a lot of times they will comment in the comment section to run it. And so if that's the case, and I have not sold any of these yet, these are all unsold items, so I could go to any of these and click here, go to edit item, and just go like XL Harley T, and then like Georgia or something, if it's from Georgia, or the year. But just make sure it has an identifying factor that's different than your other shirts that you're selling or items that you're selling. So there's that. And it will change where the item is located because it's all in alphabetical order. So then you will pin the item. You can even search right here, like Harley T or whatever. But you can pin it there, and then you can go ahead and start the auction for them. But this would just help you keep track of the names of things. It just takes a tiny bit longer to do, but if you're entertaining and stuff, so Harley T, $1. You can even go down to 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can do that. So that's how you do that. Now, there's also a buy it now section. And what I've seen a lot of people do is when you purchase your first item from Whatnot, it's a shipping fee of about, let's see, this would be $6, the shirt. Well, every item past that is going to be around $2.50 for shipping if they purchase more items from you. So in the buy it now section, some people will sell stickers for $1, or sell different things so that people can go ahead and start getting that discounted shipping, especially if they're going to buy a bundle from you, because then they could get cheaper shipping that way. But also there is the giveaway option. So running a giveaway is always super fun because it actually brings people into your into your show. I sell on Poshmark too much. So here we will go. I just usually pick the same thing as what I did before. So I will go like one. So if you can keep track of your giveaways, you don't really have to give that much choice, but I actually give away these mugs that say Whatnot Anonymous on them because we're all addicted to Whatnot. So I'm going to make keychains too so that people can have little Whatnot Anonymous keychains, and they're all for giveaways, and that's way cheaper than shipping mugs. So, and you pay for the shipping when you do giveaways. All right, more about the product. You don't need to put all that. I just put like one. But if you're going to do keychains, like all keychain giveaways, you could do 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever. And then you can do this guy. So keychains would have been probably that. But, all right, so you can do confirm. And then now, I don't know why it didn't add on here. Because it's probably because it's test mode, honestly. But I usually add the giveaways and everything on the phone before. So, but you get it. It'll come up. I don't think it does it on the test mode. All right. So, basically that's it as far as running that part of the show. There on the phone, it is a little bit different. So I'm going to hop over there and show you the rest of, everything that I would suggest. So thanks for watching this part of the video. Hopefully you didn't need to, let me figure out how to start. Oh my gosh, you guys. YouTube, no! Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do lives on the phone here. So the plus sign at the top right-hand corner there, I like to do schedule a live show. You can actually create stories on Whatnot too, but it's pretty limited. So here we go. I'm going to title this one Test. If you've watched the other video, you actually don't have to fill this out. Moderators, I already explained that. Now the date, it always is right when you are opening the app. So right now it would be as if I'm going live this very moment. So I'm going to go a week from today, just like we did a minute ago. 12 o'clock lunchtime. It takes me a million years to do this. Okay. All right. Upload or record a video. So if I click that, it just automatically makes it so you can take a video or a picture. It's very, very simple and easy to use. I'm not going to do it right now only because it will stop my audio, and I'm recording my audio while I'm talking to you right now through my phone. So I'm not going to do that, but it's very self-explanatory and very easy to use. All right, so primary category. So again, I like to do women's clothing, so I usually click those two. There's lots of options though you can toggle through. You do not have to pick the tags, but I always suggest doing it. And yeah, really easy. Looks exactly the same as the other one. And I don't think you can do a test show on this, but you can create a poll. So basically it'll have a little box. So if you are selling items and you want to know if people like Free People, Anthropology, or Lululemon the most, or if you are selling things and you want to know if they're here for vintage, if they're here for shoes, or if they're here for I don't know, jeans, something. Because sometimes people sell multiple things and they might have a bunch of stuff listed, or I think you might be able to make it less of a poll if you just don't add one. So let's do that. Add choice 3. Oh, well, I guess it makes you do.
So basically it does this. So it shows you, oh, this is obviously the first time I did this. So basically it is not the same. Okay, so you can create and end these polls whenever. I am so sorry, you guys. The question, what do you like? Vintage or modern? All right, that's better. Sorry. You can even just ask really silly stuff, like, you know, if somebody picks their nose or not or something. But basically, that is it. That's kind of a way to get people involved in your show, too. I don't have that on a lot of mine. I probably should add it. All right, so edit show. All of this is on there. So when you do edit show, it's just about the title and everything. So now what you want to do is you want to click on store, and then you want to go to auction, and it's pretty much the same as what we did earlier, buy now and giveaways. So I will do the giveaways one, whatnot anonymous keychain. All right. And then this is going to be really light, so probably 3 ounces, I would assume. And then if you want to take a picture, complete. Oh, it's still recording my audio. All right, and then who can enter? Followers only. That's usually on. You usually want that on, because you want people to get your giveaways that follow you. You want to make sure, and that's also a prompt for them to follow you. So add, and then when you want to run that, you can just do pin item for giveaway. And I did not start the show yet, so that's why it's not doing this, but you can still see there. And we do ship to Canada too. Okay, so this is a show of mine that I've got a bunch of stuff preloaded on. So as you can see, I just have a bunch of descriptions on everything. I didn't do a bunch of measurements on this one because it just takes so much time, but I try to do like inseam and rise, that sort of thing on the pants. Yeah, but this is more of like a curated athletic show. I did the multiple item thing here with all these slippers. Okay, so now it's time to end your show. So you'll go to the 3 dots above the share button. Click that. Right now it'll say cancel show, but it'll say end show at the time that you're running live. So you'll do that. Just make sure that you say goodbye to everybody, and if you have a friend that's going live around the same time you're ending, you can always send people their way too. So there you go.
Okay, so now you at least have a better idea of just how to schedule the live, add items, pin the items, and run the items for auction at the amount that you like to start them at and the time. So basically, now I would just like to go over a couple things. I have my computer next to me, so I'm going to hold it in my lap because it's going to be a little easier for me to handle this for you guys. And I'm trying not to edit the videos too much because it's going to take me way too much time if I do that. So just bear with me. I know the production's not amazing, but hey, something to listen to while you're listing or whatever. All right, so I wrote down a whole big thing here. Okay, so you can print the labels through the website on the computer. You cannot print the labels as of right now through the phone. That is one thing to note, and it's just regular labels that you'd use for eBay or anything like that, 4x6. So 4x6 thermal labels. And I can do a whole video on what I do after I've finished my live as far as my shipping process goes, and what I do to pack up my things. But that's another video to be had. All right, so setting up and running your first live, I went over all of that. Listing items in your live. What to include in the listing. Okay, so I would say you can get away with doing very minimal things on the listing, but if your item has flaws, I would highly suggest that you make sure that the flaws are written down in the description and you're as detailed as possible. And then also, after someone has purchased an item that has a flaw, reiterate to them before you ship it out, hey, you are aware that this item has a flaw. This item has a hole on the left shoulder or whatever. Don't make claims that it doesn't have any other flaws. Say it's pre-owned. Be honest about your items if they have flaws, though. Being a part of the, let's see. Oh, some people will add the item and they'll actually put the amount that they want to start the item at. So they'll say $10 start on the title. I'm kind of like iffy on this. I think it's good for keeping track, but you might as well just have a, that might deter some people, honestly. So you might just have a list. If you're having a hard time of knowing in the fly what you'd want to start the item at, have a list of all the items written down next to you with what you want to start it at so that you know. Being a part of the community. Yeah, so on Whatnot, it's not required, but it is very beneficial if you are a part of the community on there and you're encouraging, even if you're not going to buy anything from another seller, go in there live and just try to be, don't be like spammy, but try to be encouraging. I know the other day I was in a thrift with me with Trends Are Trash is the name of the username. And he was trying to do a thrift with me, which is they go and they thrift, and then people say if they want them to run an item like in the thrift store, which is kind of cool. But his phone wasn't really working because the reception was bad. So I was just staying in his live and I was like, it's going to be okay. I was like, I felt so bad for him. But anyway, so I am looking to see if there's anything else. Oh, as far as shipping goes, I don't want to go over too much of it, but just so you know, you cannot use any flat rate shipping boxes from the USPS. You have to use only the mailing boxes, your own poly mailers, or you can use the priority mailing envelopes, but only for priority labels. You cannot use them for first class labels. And there are a lot of first class labels when it comes to like shirts and anything under a pound. Bulk order shipping tape. Yeah, you want to make sure you have a lot of shipping tape. Let's see. Oh, clothing racks. So a lot of people in their lives have clothing racks. I actually bought, you can kind of see a little bit next to me. I bought one at Big Lots because I noticed how expensive they are on Amazon, and I didn't need something super hefty because in my room, I actually have a huge closet that has a bunch of hanging space. So I didn't really need a really heavy duty hanging rack, but I got this one for $30, which was a super good deal. And hangers. You want to make sure that you have things hung up if you have a lot of items, only because it's going to be a lot easier than putting things in a big bin or on a table to keep track of everything. What I personally like to do is during my live, I'll actually, I've really liked doing this. I've done 3 lives so far. So I'll have all my items hanging up, or if it's a haul, then I'll have them on the table if there's like 20 items. But I have my items hung up, and as the item sells, whenever the item sells, I go ahead and take it off the hanger and I throw it in a big plastic bin. And I throw all of the items that sell in that same bin, so they're all in one place. Let's see. Sourcing. I was gonna say, like, everyone has their own business model when it comes to the type of things that they sell. So some people really love to sell a little bit of everything, and that's totally fine. I do find that people are a little bit more successful with shows that are a little bit more curated, like boho, you know, just like Free People, Anthropology, all that stuff, or athleisure wear, loungewear, or vintage graphic t-shirts, or some people just do like thrift haul, which is fine too. you can find success in multiple areas, and success is subjective. Some people might be happy with one thing that other people wouldn't be. So there's no right or wrong when it comes to that. And I also try to be really careful about people that resell actually will source from the app too. So just be mindful that don't be selling people things with flaws. I mean, unless you specifically are saying, this is a flawed item. I really wanted to put it on here to give you an option to get it, but it is flawed. Just be very, very, very clear that it is flawed if it is. Yeah, just run shows that are going to attract the type of customers that you want. And also start them at the prices of the amount that you would want people at. Because that's what I've been doing, and it's actually been working, and then I'm not losing inventory for, you know, like I could be selling things at $2, but then I'd be making no money on anything. So there's that. Anytime you see people running lives that are similar to what you want to be doing, I would highly suggest just watching them and market researching them, looking and going, okay, what are they doing that I really like? What are these people doing that I don't like? And just try your best to remember those things, but don't be too hard on yourself about it. Just be yourself. Let's see what else I put in here. I have all these. Yeah, be supportive of all the other sellers. Another thing people do is they'll actually open packages live in the beginning of their live stream from other whatnot sellers. So they'll be like, look what I got from this person, like thrifting is my beach, which is one of my buddies on here. So if I open something from her on the live, that could send somebody her way. Now, what I've actually been doing though is I've been trying my best to wear like one item. So I'm actually been waiting. I know she'll probably watch this video, maybe not the whole thing because she already knows about whatnot, but I bought this, it's kind of like Barefoot Dreams. It's like this blankety sort of vest thing. I'll probably wear that on one of my lives when I want to be like really cozy. And then I'll call her, shout her out. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. You can actually go shopping for the live. I've seen some people do this. Like they will, go shopping specifically for giveaways that go with the whole vibe of what they're doing. So I've actually been thinking about this with my athleisure show coming up because I have no giveaways on there. And I've been trying to just give things away that I can make because it's cheaper. But I do feel like I could find some sort of like really cute gym bag or something to give away for people that are going to come shop my athletic wear show. So basically, when you're in your show too, you can also ask people to bookmark your next shows. So don't do it so much that it's annoying, but there are ways to periodically you can see when people have joined the show. So usually I wait until I see that like 3 or 4 people have joined the show that are new, and then I'm like, hey, you can look in the store. I don't mind rerunning things that I've already ran that didn't sell yet, so just make any requests. Or if you like what you see in the sold listings that you've missed out on, please follow my future shows, that sort of thing. And then I'll even ask people if they have shows coming up and encourage them all to follow each other and stuff, that sort of thing. You can try to come up with funny like conversation starter like prompts too. I've seen some people do that. And then just really love what you're selling. Like as far as, love what you're selling. So if you're not excited about an item, other people are going to notice that. Like there's certain things that I have listed on Poshmark that I know will just make me money. So that's why I have it listed there, but I don't just love it. So on Whatnot, I try to only choose things that I myself really like. So that way when people see that I'm talking about it, they know that I'm actually really loving it and I'm excited about it. And then that makes them want it too. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. I'm going to end it now here. I feel like it's plenty long enough. But yeah, I'm going to get into a whole other video about shipping for you guys and what I like to do for shipping on the actual computer, what it looks like on Whatnot with how to ship too, because I feel like there's probably different methods for different ways people like to do it, but I would have loved to see a video of someone showing me how to do the shipping on there, because it took me quite a while the very first time that I did it, and I was so paranoid because I didn't want to send out any wrong items. So I have a pretty good system in place now, and yeah, I like to show that to you guys. So anyway, thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful year, and yeah, please comment below if you have any questions or ideas for future videos on Whatnot, what you'd like to hear. If you feel like there's details on this video that I may have left out that you would have liked to know, I can either just respond on that or respond with a part 2 video, which would be it's already long enough, but would be kind of funny. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos on Whatnot, so, and other platforms too, but mostly Whatnot right now. So thank you for watching.